By Donald Trump's own standards that he set back in 2018, he himself should be kicked out of the United States of America. Back in 2018, Donald Trump tweeted out the following. He said, "You have to stand proudly," this was on Fox and Friends. "You have to stand proudly for the national anthem or you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there." Talking about NFL athletes. "Maybe you shouldn't be in the country." Donald Trump told us on Fox and Friends all the way back in 2018, maybe you shouldn't be in the country if you can't stand peacefully and proudly during the national anthem. Well, that's got to come as a shock to Donald Trump, because now we have this video of him on Sunday evening at his Super Bowl party playing, fidgeting, and pretending to conduct an orchestra during the national anthem. Take a look.
Лучше фотографию, мне кажется.
Now, at first I wanted to compare Donald Trump to a stoned teenager, right? But then I thought that is really insulting to any teenager who smokes pot. Instead, what I have decided to compare him to is a drunken toddler. You know, maybe you left a glass of champagne sitting out on the table, kid thought it was Sprite, went up and had a couple sips and then starts doing all this crazy stuff and doesn't know that I gotta sit still and be respectful because, hey, you do it over here, guys. All right, national anthem, hell yeah. That's the president of the United States, though. And according to him, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs, so he was allegedly of sound body and mind. And he's sitting there acting like a mental patient during the playing of the national anthem. His wife and his son, Melania and Barron, right next to him, hands over their heart, standing up straight, super respectful. Perfectly fine. And then this moron. He's pointing at people, he's fidgeting, he can't sit still, he doesn't seem to know what's happening. And this is the guy who called Colin Kaepernick a son of a bitch because he took a knee during the national anthem. I can tell you that taking a knee is far more respectful than sitting there pretending to conduct an orchestra, Mr. Trump. You have no class. Colin Kaepernick and all of the other NFL players who have kneeled during the national anthem were not disrespecting the national anthem. If anything, it takes a lot more to get down on one knee during the national anthem than it does to just stand there with your hand over your heart. But you did just respect the country. You disrespected the national anthem, and you disrespected every single person that resides in this country. Because that's what you do. And I'm sure Fox News, who made huge deals about Colin Kaepernick, man, I can't wait till they get a hold of this and see that their idol, the false god that they've been lifting up on their shoulder for over 3 years, is doing something far worse than any NFL player could ever imagine doing during the national anthem. Hey everyone, you know what this is. It's the end screen, where I'm supposed to beg you to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. But what I really want to do is ask you to consider becoming a member for more exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description or go to youtube.com/theringoffire/membership.